Hi there, YouTube. Welcome to another record update. Bunch of records, a couple of CDs. Going into it really quickly because it's quite a lot. First up, found this yesterday on CD. Fountains of Wayne. Welcome, Interstate Managers. It's decent. It's okay. It's their 2003 album. It has Stacy's Mom on it. That's the big hit from them at that time. But is it really like that good? No, not really. It's okay, like I said. It's one of those major labels indie bands that doesn't make much sense. Basically, bands like this became popular after Weezer blew up. The first album by Weezer is still an amazing album. This is just fun. Nothing more, nothing less than just a fun record. And finding it for like little money at Goodwill, that justifies the purchase. Otherwise, I wouldn't have bought it. This is Blind Me. I'm going to read the title. It's a long title. Contradictory Nature and the Struggle Within. It's a Dutch singer-songwriter called Martin Van Bergen. It's one of those, bedroom artists that just sits in his bedroom with his equipment around him, making music, and it's good. I like it. I had his second or third album. This is his first one, and finding stuff like this in Goodwills, it's really rare because it's really unknown, even in Holland. It's a Dutch artist, so the weird thing about his vocals is that he sings with a Cockney accent, which does not make sense because he's not British. But I like it. It's pretty damn good. Then an album that, if I would have found this like last year, it's an album from last year. If I would have bought it last year, then it would have made my favorite albums of 2010 list. It is And Then We Saw Land by Tongue, T-U-M-N-G. It's a UK indie folk electronic act. It's a beautiful package, but the music itself is equally as beautiful and psychedelic and out there, like the album art suggests. It's really, really a great album, and if you don't know Tongue, T-U-N-N-G, check out this album. You will not be disappointed. It's really a really great album, and if only I knew these guys before, otherwise I would have definitely got it on vinyl, but this was €1, so I can't pass on that. Then CD laying there, but I'm going to show you the new Mojo. This is the new Mojo for released in January for February. It's got Neil Young on the cover. It's a big article on Neil Young. 50 greatest Neil Young tracks voted by musicians. But that's not the reason why I showed it. It's a great great magazine, great article. But there's a CD with it, which basically is the complete Harvest album, remade and redone by 10 new artists. It's got Doug Paisley, Kelly Stoltz, Danny and the Champions of the World, Jane Weaver, Phosphorescent, Villagers, Neville Skelly, Smoke Fairies, Sam Amadon, and Chip Taylor. They all do a track each, and it's the complete Harvest album, and it's pretty good. I like it. It's well made. The songs, the versions are pretty original at times, and just pretty straightforward other times. It's a good compilation album, or not even a compilation album. It's a remake album, but it's pretty good. Now on to the vinyl. First up, it's Delbert Funky Homo Sapien. This is Mr. Dabalina. I don't know if this is a 12-inch or an EP. There's 6 tracks on it, so I think it justifies the word EP. 3 versions from Mr. Dabalina. Then there's a track called Burn, and 2 versions of a track called I Want To, I Want To. There you are. Mr. Ballerina, the sample, that sample which gets repeated a lot, is taken from the Monkees, and I love the fact that he did that, because I love the album from the Monkees that it came from. It's a really good track, I like it. Delbert Funky, Homo Sapien. Some more hip-hop, old school hip-hop. LL Cool J, Bigger and Deffer. Yeah, I just had to pick this up. I guess this was €2 or €1, I don't know. This is all Goodwill finds. Yeah, I like it. The fact that it has I Need Love on it made it big in Holland, but that track, you know, I kind of grew sick of it. I'm not that big of a fan of that track, but the rest of the album is really, really good. Especially the opening song, I'm Bad. So there you have it. LL Cool J. And Bomb the Bass, Into the Dragon. I used to own this on CD, but I sold most of my, CDs at the time, back in the days. And this one I sold as well, which was a big mistake because it's an amazing album. It came out in the whole UK dance scene in '88, and if you listen to it, it's not really a dance album. It's more of a rap album, a hip-hop album, because it uses hip-hop beats, there's rapping on it, scratchings on it, samples that the uses are hip-hop based. It's a well-made album, and I love it. It's a great album. Great first album by this young guy, Tim Simonon. Great guy. Then Greenslade, Time and Tide. The album art drew me. It drew me towards picking it up and looking at it. It's a guy on there, a creature with 4 arms. One of his arms is pushing down a button on a piano or a keyboard or whatever. And then here, I hope you can see it, it's the Vertigo logo. So I thought, okay, this is like progressive, maybe? And on the back, it shows the 4 guys who are in Greenslade. And then you open it up, and you got the setup that they had and the lyrics. And I played it, and it is prog. It's pretty decent prog. I'm not that well known with prog music, but I do know that I'm not too fond of his vocals. But musically, it's all well made, and it's pretty tight. But vocally, I have to get to learn to like his vocals, maybe, I don't know. But it's a pretty decent damn album. I like it. Then an album I'm really glad that I found for the low price of €2.50. It is Paul McCartney's Ram 1971 album, released on Apple. It's got a little damage on the spine here, and that's about it. That's the only damage on the whole album that there is. It's in great condition. The vinyl is even without a crackle, without a pop. It's in immaculate state. So I'm really happy that I found it. Wasn't too interested, let's just say that, too interested in the solo work of the Beatles. But after I bought George Harrison's Wonderwall last year, I thought, why not? And then I saw this, I was like, give it a shot. I am not going to try to get into Wings, because I don't like Wings. The band that he started with Linda McCartney. It's just not my thing. But his solo work is amazing. I love it. And this is a great album.